question answer. What are the branches of logic? There are two branches of logic, deductive and inductive. What is the nature of deduction? What is the nature of deduction? The nature of deduction is when we pass from higher generality to lower generality and conclusion is absolutely true if the premises be true and the reasoning be valid. Then question number 24. What is the nature of induction? What is the nature of induction? In induction, we pass from premises of lower generality to a conclusion of higher generality, and conclusion is more or less probable even if all the premises be true. 25. Is logic a normative science? Yes, logic is a normative science because it teaches us how to test the validity of an argument. Then question number 26. How many fundamental principles are there in logic? How many fundamental principles are there in logic? According to Aristotle, there are three fundamental principles in logic. They are law of identity, law of contradiction, and law of excluded middle. Then question number 27. What is the law of identity? The law of identity is that a thing is identical with itself or everything is what it is. It is expressed by the formula A is A or A is equal to A. Then what is the law of contradiction? The law of contradiction is expressed by the formula a thing cannot be both A and not A at the same time. It is formula is that negation within whole bracket A and not A. 29. What is the law of excluded middle? The law of excluded middle is expressed by the formula a thing is either A or not A. That is the formula A or not A. Then question number 30. Why laws are so fundamental? The laws are so fundamental because they form foundation of all proofs, but they themselves don't require any proof. Then why laws are so axiomatic? The laws are so axiomatic because no proof is necessary in order to release their truth. Then question number 32. Question number 32. What is normative science? A science that tests or evaluates is called normative science. It is not described or not generalized fact. So the example of normative science is logic, ethics and aesthetic. Then question number 33. What is called a proposition? A meaningful statement which is either true or false is called a proposition. 34. Difference between sentence and proposition. The difference between sentence and proposition are a sentence may be correct or incorrect as for the rules of grammar, but a proposition may be true or false. Question number 35. What is the verb of copula? The verb of copula is to be. 36. What is the constituent of proposition? The constituent of propositions are subject term, predicate term, and copula. Copula is the verb. What is copula? Copula is the joining link between the subject and predicate term. The copula is the joining link between subject and the predicate. 38. Classification of proposition. There are classification of proposition according to composition. According to composition, proposition are classified into two, that is simple and compound. Classification of proposition according to quality, that is affirmative and negative. Classification of proposition according to quantity, that is universal and particular. Classification of proposition according to relation, it is categorical and conditional. Classification of proposition according to mixed principle of quality and quantity is that fourfold classification of proposition, that is universal affirmative, universal negative, particular affirmative, particular negative. Then are all sentence or proposition? Question number 43. Are all sentence or proposition? The answer will be no. All sentence are not proposition, but all proposition are sentence. Only assertive sentence are proposition. That's all. Thank you.